Hello, today we're going to start a new topic which is called plane scales. Basically, this topic is about designing a scale ruler. That is, it will look like a normal ruler, but in real, it is reducing or enlarging the real measurements. Okay, to give you an idea, number one, we're used to normal rulers as we're seeing over here. These are actual standard rulers that you have at school. It means it's this international measurement. Whenever you're gonna pick a measure, it's the same measurements everywhere. So today we're gonna design something different when it comes to reading measurements which are larger than the paper, which is called scale ruler. On the market, you can actually see rulers. For instance, this particular ruler here is written 1 is to 100. It means that every measurement you're going to read from here is representing 100 times more. That is, here we have, for instance, 1, but this is not 1 centimeter, it's representing 1 meter. 2 is 2 meters, 3 is 3 meters, etc. etc. So it depends on the scale. Here, for instance, is 1 is to 75. It means that the measurement is 0.75 than the real measurement. So that is a scale ruler. Today we're going to learn how we design these kind of rulers and so on and so forth. Here I have another one. Look, 1 is to 1000. Hmm? Usually these are used in architecture. Okay, so prepare a fresh paper, do a border, a title block, and write plain scales. Okay. Number one, to design a ruler, we need to know the maximum reading. So it means how long is gonna be our ruler. To start up, I'm gonna give you some information. So I'm gonna design a ruler. It's gonna read maximum of 5 meters or 500 centimeters, and we're gonna use a scale of 1 is to 20, which means that the ruler, that all the measurements are going to be reduced by 20 times. So this information will be given to you in an exam or an exercise situation. Okay? Alright. So this is the information. First thing we're gonna do, if the scale was 1 is to 1, 5 meters, it will remain 5 meters. But in this case, 5 meters is going to be reduced by 20. So the first thing we need to do, which is very, very important, is 500 division by 20. And it will give us 25 centimeters. If we do this wrong, all the ruler will be wrong. This is the base of the ruler. So start, we're going to draw a horizontal line of 25 centimeters or to 50 millimeter. So this line is representing 5 meters to a scale of 1 is to 20. Okay. In fact, here we can write at the beginning, we can write 0 like every other ruler, and at the end we write 5 meters because this line is representing 5 meters. Okay, as I said already, if we do this line wrong, all the ruler will be wrong. Okay, so first thing is you take the maximum reading and you divide it into 20, which give us a line of 25 centimeters. Here, never write 25 centimeters because it is confusing. Just write 0 and 5 meters. Now, as a standard tool, all the plane rulers scale ruler, the height, do it 5 centimeters, 50 millimeter. So I'm designing the ruler, make sure that the height it is 5 centimeters. We'll get to it later why we picked this particular measure. So for now we have a ruler, but it is without scales. So imagine you have your ruler at school, it is 30 centimeters, but there's no measurements. And so you cannot use it, it's just a piece of wood or a piece of plastic. So the best thing we do here, since the maximum reading is 5 meters, is to divide it into 5. So we're gonna use division of a line. On the division of a line, we're gonna do 5 measurements with the compass. Open compass as much as you want, and you do 5 divisions. In your case, you just do an arc. Don't need to do a circle like I'm doing. Division of a line, the last part, you take it to the 5 meters, and you do parallel. So that is a normal division of a line. I'm going to remove the circles so you can understand better. Okay? Okay. So now the ruler, it is better because it can read increments of 1 meter. So from every point, I'm going to do a vertical line. Okay? Perfect. I'm going to do it a bit bold outline so you can understand better, enhance the drawing better. So this is the ruler. And we have 5 divisions. So each division is gonna read 1 meter. But in real, it is 1 meter to a scale of 1 is to 20. The measurements is better to place them on top. Okay? So now I'm gonna write, here I'm gonna write 1 meter, here I'm gonna write 2, here I'm gonna write 3, here I'm gonna write 4. So that is 1, etc., etc. So for now, the ruler is taking shape. The only problem is that the ruler, it reads only up to 1 meter. Okay? So next step, to make it better, I'm gonna divide from 0 to 1 into 10 parts. Okay? So to divide it, there are two options. Either you divide division of a line from 0 to 1, or else a convenient method is this 5 centimeters with it. I'm gonna do horizontal lines. Each line is gonna be 5 millimeter apart, so I'm gonna have 10 units. That is easy to do. Each 5 millimeter, I'm gonna do a point. Okay? Now to divide from 0 to 1 into 10, I don't need to divide all the spaces here into 10, only from 0 to 1. I'm gonna do a diagonal. Where the diagonal intersects all those lines, I'm gonna draw vertical lines. Okay? This method is convenient so I can avoid doing the division of a line. Okay, I will arrange these. I'm gonna do them properly. In your case, you just do it straight away. So from here,